sir, and I am your teacher Pawan Kanu, and I have made a new video today, and today's video's topic is to find the solutions related compound interest questions. And among them, the first easiest question in compound interest is here as follows. The compound interest. What is the compound amount on rupees 2,500 at the rate of 8% for 2 years? So, by looking the question, we must be able to identify the required terms or given terms. Then we can find the required term. So, there are three numbers given here. Rupees 2,500, 8% in 2 years. So, we must understand the percentage sign gives you the meaning of rate. So, it is 8%. And when the time duration is given 2 years, 2 months, then that is for time. So you will write here 2 years. And most of the students get confused whether to find, say it is a principal or amount or interest. For that you must understand the question. What is asked in the question? Your question demands the compound amount. It means you have to find the compound amount. Then automatically the missing element is principal, and hence it is the principal. Because it has said compound amount on rupees 2,500. So it is the principal, and hence we have the formula compound amount is equals to P into 1 plus R times R by 100 to the power T. And most of the students, most of the students they learn the N in place of T. So some of the cases we can say N also as the number of time. So I will use mostly T as a time, so it will be easy for the student to understand T denotes time. Now, putting the value of all the given terms here, 2,500 bracket 1 plus R is 8 by 100 to the power 2, or compound amount is equals to 2,500 into 1 plus 8 by 100. You have to use your calculator, it will be easy for you. I am going to use little bit without using calculator here, but in the last case I will have to use calculator at this condition because the values come in points. So 1 plus 8 by 100 means 1 plus 0.08 whole square, or compound amount is equals to 2,500 into 1 plus 0.08 means 1.08 whole square, or compound amount is equals to 2,500 into 1.08 whole square means 1.064. Now we have to multiply here by using a calculator. I am also going to use a calculator here to make the video more short. 1.08 square is 1.08 square is 1.1164 times 2,500. So the final answer is rupees 2,916. And by the given question here, what is the compound amount is asked. Hence, therefore, the compound amount is rupees 2,916. So in this way, this question is not so difficult, it is simple, just you have to use the formula and a simple technique of multiplication and squaring, which you can do by the help of your calculator. Now let us go to the next question, question number 2. Now question number 2, here in question number 2, the question is almost the same, the given data are same, principal, time and rate, but one thing is different here, the condition is semi-annual compound interest. It means the compound interest is asked and the condition is semi-annual. So the meaning of semi-annual means a person has to pay interest on every 6 months in a year. So here we will write the given principal P is equals to rupees 5,000. And once again, how we come to know? When the word on comes here, on before a number, it means it is a principal in an easy way to understand. And time taken T, or duration, that is 1 whole 1 upon 2 years, you can change into 1 year and 6 months. After that, at the annual rate of 10%. So the rate percentage is 10 percentage. Now, what is asked to us? Semi-annual compound interest. So, we will write here compound interest is equals to what? And we know that compound interest is equals to P times bracket 1 plus R upon 200 power 2t and 1 plus mr times 1200 minus 1. So it looks tough to understand here, but it is easy. When the term comes for the year, then we'll write a yearly formula, but here is the word semi-annual, so in place of 100 here must be 200, in place of time here must be 2, and there is a month question. So when the question of month comes, then we don't have to care about semi-annual, simply we write the month here. Or Ci is equals to P bracket 1 plus R is 10 upon 200 power 2 times 1 and 1 plus 6 month into rate is 10 by 1200 power minus 1 whole bracket minus 1, or Ci is equals to P times P, the value of P we can put now here, that is rupees 5000. We could have put the value of P just here also, there will be no problem putting there. So my direction went towards putting the value of R and D here. So I'll write here now 1 plus 10 by 200. So directly I am going to use a calculator here now. 1 plus 10 divisible by 200 is 1.05 to the power 2 into 1 plus 6 times that 60 by 200, 1 plus 60 by 1200 will have 1.05 minus 1, or Ci is equals to 5000 1.05 to the power 3 minus 1. In calculator we will do to the power 3, or compound interest is equals to 5000 1.05 to the power 3 gives in the calculator like 1.157625 minus 1, and subtracting minus 1 from the given number will have 0.157625 and multiplied by 5000. Hence the compound interest will be rupees. Finally we can write the unit here in the end, that is 788.125. So as the question, find the semi-annual compound interest. Therefore the semi-annual compound interest is rupees 788.125. So students, you must understand now the question and the time duration given. Whenever the month time duration is given, always use this formula. And when you have to separate the yearly duration, you have to use this formula, but you have to take care whether the question is annually or semi-annually. When there is semi-annually, then you have to use R by 200 and 2 times T. When it is only annually in the previous question, then you have to use R by 100. But when the word comes for month, you have to directly use MR by 1200. Now, next question, question number 3. In question number 3, here are two different type of numbers given, and this is the point I am trying to explain, that most of the students they get confused which one to consider the principal and which one to consider amount and which one to consider interest. So before understanding, let us separate some other things which we can understand. That is 20% symbol is here, so it is red R. Now what is asked in the question we can read here, in what time. So what is asked? The time is asked. So we found two items here. Now in what time the compound amount of rupees 2000 at 20% rate is rupees 2880. So of rupees 2000 means this is the principal, and one more thing you must remember, amount is always greater than the principal. So here are two similar, almost similar type of values, just there is a difference of 880 from 2000. That is why this one is the bigger value, and hence it is amount what written 2880, and hence it is amount 2880, and the smaller one is the principal, and we are at time. Now by using the compound amount formula, P times 1 plus R upon 100 power T, because there is no any condition given for annually or semi-annually or half-yearly or monthly. So we must understand it is annually, and hence compound amount is rupees 2880 is equals to principal is 2000, 1 plus R is 20 upon 100 to the power T. To simplify it very easily, put the numbers which you know in one side. That is 2880 divided by 2000 is equal to 1 plus 20 by 100, you can write 0.2 power T, or by using calculator now, 2880 divided by 2000 will get 1.44, which is equal to 1.2 power T. Now we have to assume 1.44 in a certain power of 1.2, so that we have to get similar bases here. So there is a condition in algebra we study where, while studying indices, if 2 power 2 is equal to x power 2, it means the bases are equal, that is x equals to 2. And there is another condition, x square is equal to x power y, it means bases are equal, then powers will also be equal. So what are we understanding here? If the powers are equal, then bases are also equal. So here we are unknown about the power, and hence we have to equate the bases same. So let us check 1.2 to the power some square. So 1.2 to the power square gives 1.44, and 1.2 to the power t, and hence the time is 2 years. Now you will have a question in your mind that how can we remember that the power will be 2? Then you can check 1.2 to the power square, 1.2 to the power 3, 1.2 to the power 4, 1.2 to the power 5. So mostly the questions will not come more than 2, 4, 2, 3, 4 or 5. So you can check yourself in a calculator, and it is called hit and trial method. Means put the value yourself and take the answer from the question itself. It means 1.2 times power square is the value of 1.44. It means when we do the square of 1.2, we will get 1.44. Directly we work in our first trial. In some of the cases, we have to go up to 1.2 to the power 4 or 1.2 to the power 5. So such questions will be coming soon in other videos also. So here we come to know the value of time is 2 years, and hence what will we write here in what time? Therefore the time is 2 years. Now this was for today. For easier questions here, now I will be doing some little bit difficult questions in the next video. So if you have questions regarding this topic, you can put questions in my comments in this same video down, or you can send me a mail in my email box. And hence try to share this video and subscribe my channel, and if you really find it helpful, share among your friends also. Till then, keep practicing, keep learning. Bye.